Functions are reusable piece of code that performs some specific actions. Python has many built-in functions, and we have already seen some of them, like print, input, and range. Besides the built-in functions, we can also create our own functions. These are called user-defined functions. To define a function, we use def statement. Def, then we give function name. For example, we can say greetings. Say print hello. So this is just a simple function which will print hello. Save as greetings. Run. To call a function, we just simply type the name of the function. You just say greetings. Sorry, it's greetings hello. Function can also take arguments, and we define arguments here. Say just greet, greet, run. Now to call a function with arguments, we need to specify some argument here. Hello. How are you? We can also give default value to the function argument. We can say good morning. Now, if we call a function without any value to the argument, it will print good morning, else it will print the value of the argument. Let me create a new function. We'll do some arithmetic operations. So let's define a variable. We say xyz equal to 100, and we say def function, passing this xyz here, and we say xyz equal to 5. Print xyz in the function xyz. So in functions, always remember that the variable defined at the top and the variable defined in the function are two different variables. It means that this variable is local to this function. We cannot access this variable outside the function. So here we can say function xyz. We can call a function here. Then we can say print xyz outside of the function. So basically, this print statement is referring to this XYZ, and this print statement is referring to this XYZ. So the variable defined within a function is called local variable. So we'll give the same name here. If you run this program, XYZ, so there you go. XYZ in the function is 5, XYZ outside the function is 10, is 100. If you want to assign a value to the variable defined at the top, if you want to change this value inside the function, we need to use global statement. Like we can say global XYZ. Now, because of this global statement, this XYZ is referring to this XYZ. Means like when you change the value, this value will get changed. And this print statement will print XYZ outside of the function is 5. Let's see. There you go. If there are more than one argument and we want to specify the default value of some of them, then we need to name the argument. Like here, you can say instead of greetings, you can say function a comma b equal to 100, c equal to 200. Print a is a, b is b, c is c. These are called keyword arguments. Let's test this. Run. Now, if you specify with call this function with a single value, this value will be assigned to A. If you specify with two values, the second value will be assigned to B. So the advantage of keyword arguments is that we don't need to remember the position of the argument. Like if we want to assign value to C but not to B, then we can call a function like this. We can also define a function with any number of arguments. That is, arbitrary argument can be done by prefixing one of the argument with asterisk. Like we can say asterisk a, and we can say for I in a, print I. Save, run. Now we can call this function with any number of parameters. We can also take arbitrary arguments with name by defining an argument with two asterisks. You can say phone numbers, and we can say for name comma phone number in phone numbers dot items, print name comma phone number. Now to call this function, we need to specify name with value, and again we can specify as many name and as many values as we like. In functions, we also have return statement, which is used to break out of the function and can optionally return a value. Let's write a function that compares two values and returns a greater number. Say def find max x comma y. If x is greater than y, return x. Elif, sorry, mistakenly press the flight mode. X equal y. Return the numbers are equal, else return y. So this is a simple function. You can name it as find max. Now let's call the function print find max between 5 and 6. Print find max 5 comma 5. So this was one simple example of return statement.